What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Today, we are heading back out into the rural zombie apocalypse for a game of County Road Z from Earthbound Games. Today, my group of survivors are going to be heading out. One of my survivors, Tabitha, gave us word that there's on the other side of town a place called Ray's Salvage. And right across the street from Ray's Salvage is a pawn shop. So we're going to head out here, dig through the scrap, and see if we can't find something good. Before we do that, though, I want to take just a moment, just one second of your time, and give a big heartfelt thank you to Zach Jackson, my good friend who plays some games with me sometimes, for contributing to the Patreon, pledging over there. I really do appreciate that just so much, man. Thank you. If anybody else would like to help support the channel, that's down below, but you can hear more about that later. For now, I'll settle for if you haven't hit that like, subscribe, or bell notification. If you were to smash any or all of those buttons, it would make my day. And let's get into this game of zombie apocalypse survival. Alright, so we're all set up. We've made it across town to Ray's Salvage, and we're ready to get our zombie killing scavenge game on. So this is going to be the same mission that I played last time, but I'm looking for a different resource. Last time I was looking for food. This time I'm looking for hardware. So we got to play some zombies. I've got 17 zombies over here in a pile. Right there. And we're going to place them on the board. If they go into the resource-rich areas, which are Ray's house and the pawn shop and cars. Those are my resource-rich areas. That's more than 50%, but not more than 80%. You know, which I'll say the whole parking lot here. Just that. And then this. That's where I'm going to find the hardware. I'm pulling it off of cars, digging it out of dumpsters, looting it out of the pawn shop. Definitely hoping to loot some out of the salvage yard. But first, the zombies. As far as placing the zombies, in case this is your first time checking out a game of County Road Z, it uses a 2d10, one for your x-axis, one for your y-axis. You roll them, you multiply it by 3, and then you plot out that point to drop the zombie. So, as it turns out, pretty much all the resources here have been drug out into the street. Out of 10 resources that I rolled, I only had 2, or actually 1, that fell within one of these massive resource-rich zones. So everything else has just been dragged out in the street. Now, this time, I'm going to roll the dice on camera just so there can be no besmirching. Okay, that's a 4. So we're not going to find a new friend this time, which is good. I really don't need to bring anybody back right now. So we're going to start off with Ash, who's going to put his boomstick into that zombie. Defense 4 on a passive zombie. That will kill a zombie. Now it will also, however, switch that zombie right there who was beside him to active. But that's okay, because I'm now going to take a shot at that zombie. And I'm outside of 12 of this fellow. I measured that before I got started when I placed everybody. So we're going to shoot at that fellow. And I will kill him as well. And then Ash is done. We'll go to Tabitha, who's going to move up and scavenge. One's going to move to right here down the street and level his revolver at this zombie. 4, that's going to hit because they're defense 4. So that's a dead zombie. I'm outside of earshot of anything else. There's no zombies in the pawn shop. That's his activation. We'll go to Hannah, who's going to take a shot at this zombie. 5 will hit. no matter what I think she has a 0. She has a flat modifier, so she's just straight dice roll. So that kills a zombie. And then she is going to move right there as the crew begins their stroll down the street to raise salvage. We have no aggressive zombies because I entered the board with a boom. However, this zombie is the furthest away from any survivors, so it will switch to aggressive, and then we will spawn a new zombie as soon as I find my dice. So we're going 15 and 15 over, 18 dropping right there, and then we come to me. So Tabitha is going to pick this up, and then she is going to move this way towards the next token. Ash is going to take a shot at this zombie. Hits. Nothing in range of noise, and then he's going to move himself. Hannah will... what can she do that's potentially helpful? Let me check the range on the bow. I want to keep trying to thin the herd down because this is just bad stuff waiting to happen, and it may happen right here. So I got 18 inches. I'm just inside of range. We're gonna take the shot. Oh, get in there, Hannah. Boop. And then I can only shoot the bow once per activation, so she's gonna continue to move that way, around side the back of the right there. Declan is going to... I don't think he's gonna be able to get a shot anywhere. Oh, I had scout stuff. Let me do that. Forfeit my scout movement stuff because I did mess up. I wasn't supposed to deploy that close to that resource token. So I messed up there. So I'm going to cancel out my other thing that I had. And one day I will remember to do that. So anyways, that leaves Declan to activate. He's going to move that way. This zombie will move to the closest passive zombie and make him aggressive. And then we'll spawn a passive zombie. At 3 and 15. Passive zombie comes in right there. Moving on to me now. Ash is going to move and scavenge because he has the skill, so he'll make 3 tokens instead of... We'll use 2 actions to pick up 2 of those tokens because she's got the big bag of carrying stuff. Let's see what I can do with Declan. I'm going to move around the back side of the pawn shop and try to peck that zombie off the back of the pickup. Which he does. And I'm not close enough. I'm not within 8 of anything else. So I won't activate any of the other zombies. Next will be Hannah, who will move and scavenge, creating 1 resource token as she does not have the scavenge skill. That's everybody on my side. So we'll go to zombies. Zombie 1 will move to the closest passive and activate them all within 3. So this is now a horde. That zombie will move to this zombie and make him aggressive as well. Spawn a zombie. I'm going to be over here somewhere. 27 and 27. That zombie popping in right here. Bringing it back to me, where Tabitha is going to pick up this token. She can hold 1 more. And then she's going to move... Oh, where's she going to move? We're going to move further around the shop. Declan will take a shot at that zombie. I only need 1 dice. 3 plus his handguns of 2 is a 5, and that hits on a passive zombie. Would not have hit on an aggressive zombie. So that's gone, and then he's going to move... Get a little brassy here. I'm going to move Declan to right here at this resource token. I am outside of their movement +2, so I'm just hoping that the random roll goes in my favor. Hannah is going to move out into the street and release an arrow at this zombie. Oh, that misses. So that zombie will flip to aggressive because it was the target. But it only affects the target with the bow. Then Ash is going to unleash a barrel into that zombie. That will hit with his +3 for long guns. So that zombie's dead. And then he's also going to unload on this zombie. That will hit. Dead zombie. Okay. Declan, Tabitha is going to move and pick up that. Her bag is now full. She cannot hold. This zombie, as well as these two zombies, are going to move towards the closest passive zombies, which are going to be these fellows over here. He's not aggressive. These two zombies are going to move towards that zombie. Maybe that zombie. Both of them to right there. Then the horde will activate and we'll go a random D10. Of course we go that way. Okay. So that my gambit did not pay off. So we're going to spawn a new zombie at 3 and 18. Right on the hood of that Jeep. Okay. My turn. Okay. Tabitha is going to move back this way. I'm going to activate Declan, who's going to move 6. Then the zombies are going to move 6. Then he's going to move another 6. And the zombies are going to move another 6. We'll show you what that looks like. Ending right here with this conga line of zombies nipping at his heels. Ash is then going to take some shots. Misses. So that'll push this zombie off the board, and then the rest of the horde will move towards me. Brings them into range, unfortunately. So we're going to try to punch one of them. Oh, I do punch and kill a zombie. Okay. Okay, Hannah is not currently... They didn't make it into base-to-base with her. So Hannah's going to move away and shoot at a zombie. Not going to move away because they're just going to chase her down when she does. So she's just going to shoot a zombie at very close range and hope that she hits it. And a 6. Oh, I did not get it. So this is no longer a horde. So that zombie will activate and move to me. And then I guess I'll try to punch it. Oh, I can't punch it either. Zombie will, now that it is in base to base, will try to punch me. Which it does not, thankfully. For me, that didn't go as badly as I thought it was going to. I'm actually looking okay at this point. So, we're going to go to zombies. This one is going to activate, try to swing at Tabitha again. Oh, it gets her that time. She's down, and unfortunately, I can't get her up with first aid because she's incapacitated, and I don't have a medical facility, so there's really no reason to carry her off. She's lost. But she did help us find this spot, so we're grateful to her for that. This zombie will move and attack Declan. Oh, it will also hit. I messed this up last time. So this zombie will move here, activate him to aggressive. This zombie will continue to move towards those. Zombie spawns right inside the house. So we come back to me, where Declan can shoot that revolver while in combat, so he's gonna. And wastes that zombie. He is then going to try to use first aid on himself. Apparently he cannot use it on himself. It specifically says moves into contact. So he's going to shoot at that zombie. Hits. Dead zombie. Revenge for our fallen friend. He's going to then stay put. Ash is going to shoot this zombie, I think, here on the Jeep. I didn't measure anything yet. I forgot. So, yeah. We're going to shoot at this one. No, because she's blocking my light. Yeah, we'll shoot. We're gonna move Tabitha to here. which does bring her final position to within 6. Yeah, because I want to be next to the token. So that will switch him to aggressive. And then with her second action, she will scavenge. That will then take a shot right here. And 3 plus 3 is 6, so that hits. Just barely, but it hits. So that's a dead zombie, which will, unfortunately, this zombie will then become active. So we'll take a shot at him. Dead zombie. Us to zombie stuff. So this zombie is going to move towards the one in the house. Not quite close enough to do anything about that. This zombie will continue to move towards those. And then we'll spawn a fresh one. That zombie will spawn right there and immediately switch to aggressive, bringing it back to my turn, where Declan will shoot that zombie in the face. Hopefully. He does. He will then move to here and in his activation. Ash will activate. He's already in contact, so he's going to try to heal. So it's 6 plus the number of wounds. So I'm looking for a target number 7. Ooh, I do not get to shoot at that zombie. Or not Dundrick, Ash. Wrong game. Wrong game. Ash will shoot at that zombie. That is a hit. Dead zombie. We're killing everybody because we lost our new friend. Is going to move up to here, which will activate this zombie, who will move into contact with her, and then she's going to swing that big old sword at it. And absolutely slice it in half. Declan's gone, Ash is gone, Tabitha's gone. Zombies. This zombie's going to try to break the glass. He can't fail, but it does use his action. Breaks the glass, so he'll be able to go in and activate that passive. Next time, there are no other aggressive zombies, so let's spawn a new passive. At 18 and 18, right on top of Tabitha. So we'll go to my stuff. Tabitha's going to swing at that zombie and murderate it. She will then scavenge that token. Dundrick is going to try to heal Declan again. There it is. There it is. Declan's back up to full health. Continues to proceed on up the street. Declan moves up the street to grab that objective. We'll go to zombies. This zombie will go through the window and activate that to switch that zombie to aggressive. We'll spawn a new zombie at 9 and 15. Declan gonna take a shot at that zombie. Kills it. And then he's going to move up to this, quite making it into contact, however. Ash is going to move to this resource and scavenge. Tabitha killed the zombie, did the thing. Okay, so that brings us to zombies, who are both going to move to the window with their one action. They won't be able to get through it this time because they will have to break it down on their way to try to get to those zombies to activate them. Get a fresh one at 24 and right, bring it back to me, where Declan is going to move, pick up that resource. Ash is going to pick up a resource and move. The zombies will break the glass. Yep. The other zombie will move through. Oh, wait. That's the closer one now. So one of the zombies will move up to here. The other one will break that glass through the window he came in through. And we'll spawn a fresh zombie at 24 and 12. We'll make it aggressive because it's within 3 of an aggressive. A little mini horde. It's adorable. Declan's going to try to shoot that one in the face. He does. And I don't think he's close enough. Nope. To set off any of the others. So he's going to then proceed to move up the street unless I can shoot at that one too. So I'm gonna. 4 plus his skill of 2. Yep, that'll hit and kill. With an Ash going to double move to the edge of the board, and we'll do zombie stuff. So I'm not within his range, So he will then continue on towards the passives, as will just a hole in the fence right there, so he does not have to attempt to break. Passive zombie spawns up here. In my turn, I'm going to, I think, shoot at that zombie. That's a hit. That's a kill. And then setting myself to continue down the road, hunting whatever, trying to circle back, get back to home. Continues towards the passives. Our new passive zombie spawns there, and with my turn, I will exit opposite the way I came. That went better and worse than I thought it was going to. Get a lot of hardware, but also this was my first casualty. I'm really bummed out to lose my future potential archer. I was going to beef her up with some stuff this game, but that's, you know, that's the way it goes in the zombie apocalypse. We will remember her contributions to the community until there is no longer a community. Speaking of communities, thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out while I continue to persevere and survive the rural zombie apocalypse. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Moving on, we do have some post-game to do, even though our friend Hannah did not make it. On the post-game journey are my mission rewards. I came out of there with 8 resource tokens. I will get 1 of each, and then everything else will be hardware. Me currently to 8 hardware, 5 food, and 3 fuel. Move on to the advancement phase, where I have a teacher in the field, Tabitha, so she can give out some extra XP. So she's going to give 2 to Ash and 2 to Declan, and she will take 1 for herself. Okay, and with that experience, Ash is going to take his blade weapon up to 2 with all 3 of his experience there. Tabitha is going to take her blade weapon up to 2 and her carry up to 1. And Declan is going to take both handguns and scout to level 2 with his 4. I did do this a little bit out of order. I was supposed to add the materials now after the advancement phase, and I will also add 4 additional food that my garden produces. So my next campaign turn is most likely going to be a building and upgrading turn. I am going to go ahead and assign Ray to keep the water moving. Project team is going to be Ash, Tabitha, and Declan. I've got quite a few things that I'm going to be building and getting put together this go round. So I'm going to be building 3 upgrades. I'm going to build a generator, a water pump, and get the refrigerator working. I'm going to tap into the existing water lines, get a generator tinkered together, and get the refrigerator working again. So that's going to cost me 7 labor, I think, and I'll check the hardware. So the refrigerator is going to take me 2 hardware, 2 labor to get running. Generator is going to cost me 3 hardware and 2 labor to get going. And the tapping into the water is going to cost me 2 hardware and 3 labor to get going, which I've got plenty of that covered. So that's going to be pretty much it for my next turn. There will not be a mission team. Nobody needs to heal. We're going to feed everybody. So I need 2, 4, 6, 7 food, which I have plenty to cover everybody. I currently have plenty of beds, so my unrest is currently 0, and I need to adjust my everybody and deducting the cost for building the things. I've got 1 hardware left, 2 food left, and 3 fuel in the siege stash. Threat is nope. Hold on. So we're at a current siege threat of 9. So let's see how this goes. 8 plus 9, so that is going to put us over 15. So that'll bring us to siege defense. We're going to have a siege happening. I have to check some things. I'm not sure if that's because it says it must be during the next choose mission, which means I will have to do it, then I'll have to ask a question to see how that affects as far as like what I've got going on as far as building stuff goes. That is going to do it for today for my community's continued survival in the rural zombie apocalypse. Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out with me while I rolled some dice today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server, talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.